53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Let's put him on the punch.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady. Number 53. Mike 53.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man, that's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. They can't hang with us.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
At their own 13-yard line.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now P-Ryan. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready? 52 right. 52. Hey, that's scared. That's scared. Look, listen backfield. Hey, 52's the mic. Watch Mike.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On the set. 52's the mic. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Here's the 2nd year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Mahomes going to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
You got nothing.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
No, check that.
The drive starts with a handoff to P-Row. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Kill. He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run it here with P-Row. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Tighten up. Put it to him, check, cover. Put it to him, check, cover. I got motion. Switch off. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Brissett. And able to find John Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Let's get it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw again. Brissett. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The fans, a reminder, coming up tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, a couple of teams try to get back to the playoffs after extended absences. The Browns and the 49ers, obviously a much longer absence for the Browns, but in any case, a good one from the Bay Area tomorrow night. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time. That'll bring up second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point safely through. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a carry for P-Ryan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the counter, here's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins. 81 yards, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The point after is good, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Pirine. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Brissett sets to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket, that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Brissett from the gun on third. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Brissett to throw on first. Ebron caught left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
58 to Mike, 58.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Again, it's Brissett. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Samaje Pirine in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Colts 7. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. He spins free.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
we go. Here we go. Hey, no. It's our time. It's our time. Go. Go. Little Mike 52. Mike 52. Oh, yeah.
First down, Brissett. Being chased out left. Looking deep for Hilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 76 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
15. 58, right over there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10.
Switch.
It's P-Ryan to begin the drive. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Side by Funchess. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run with a former Chief. It's Spencer Ware on the carry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Check, 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 check.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And some room to roam now. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 34 yards there and a 1st down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run high. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Here we go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They start on the ground with P-Ryan. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Throwing, Brissett. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
8 yards to go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete to Hilton. The 30. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 20. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 27, Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run the counter. It's Williams, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He's going to field this at the 4. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Check three.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check that. We're on line 52 right here.
From the red zone now, Brissett to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brissett. And that's incomplete. Spencer Ware, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Under 10.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. following the penalty. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no. Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for. Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet? Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there. Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Brissett looks to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense. No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays. And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come get some.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.